The Alex Jones channel started a year and a half ago by Dave, a fan channel. Had over 2,200 plus videos on it. It was getting over 1 million views a week total, if you counted up, the views. And that's just a number I came up with the videos of that week in the numbers, not counting all the others that just kept building and building, even the old videos. And they just banned it. Then other fan sites were created, and this time we have the emails from YouTube here. They are now just saying we're banning these. We're not even claiming a copyright. We're just banning Alex Jones on YouTube. I mean, this is pretty big news, saying it doesn't matter to us. And then you even talked to one of the girls who was running the Infowars channel. They've shut that down today. In fact, pull up Burmes's on screen. This is what happens when you go to his blog, theinfowarrior.com. Go ahead and click on that video. And it says this video has been removed due to terms of use violation. This is when the ne'er-do-well from West Virginia calls in, who had laughed 3 years ago when he'd call in and I'd tell him GM was probably going to go bankrupt. Oh, sure it is, idiot, That's the video that had already gone viral with 20-something thousand views last time I checked, of you talking to him. Gone. I mean, you're not allowed to have video of Burmes talking, ladies and gentlemen. Burmes is not his own likeness. This show, everything you're seeing here, the clouds behind me, none of that. You're not allowed to see this. I mean, this is really a big favor they're doing because now they're just going through suspending everything Alex Jones. We'll be right back. Stay with us. All right, folks, we are here live. It is the Infowars. I'm getting out of here in T-minus 22 minutes so Jason can continue with the show, and he's got a guest coming up that's very informative and taking action against the globalist in the 10 o'clock hour. To make a long story short, we had 5-6 days of sustained massive hack attacks a few weeks ago. We've had MSNBC and other big publications attack us. CNN has attacked us just in the last few weeks because we said the swine flu was manufactured in the lab. Now that's all over mainstream news with top scientists. You can just YouTube or Google or search the term virologist says made in lab, and you'll have heads of virology departments in the UK saying it. And we got attacked there. Before that, I got attacked with that cop killer who it turned out was a Nazi and hated me and was always criticizing me everywhere. And the first people the Southern Poverty Law Center went after, Jason, was me. Within hours of him killing the cops, they had his computer, handed it over to the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Pittsburgh Post-Gazette goes and files a copyright saying I'm not allowed to hold up the article. We call the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. They call me back and say, this is not us. We didn't file this. And YouTube says, basically, go to hell. Yeah. I mean, they said, we don't care if you have the people saying that this is a fake notice. We don't care. And but now they've taken to going around and suspending other accounts. There was the Infowars account run by a girl. What's her name?
Her name was Colleen, I believe. She's out in Texas. She's an activist, Ron Paul supporter.
Yeah, the point is we can upload our own videos, too, and I guess we're going to have to do that so then I have real standing to file.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm so...
Well, the point is, I mean, look, YouTube's willing to go and take published authors and Google, the parent company's the one doing it. They're taking all the published authors, even under copyright, and saying they own all books on Earth. So, I mean, they don't care about me suing them, but I may have to just because it's the right thing to do. We're going to go ahead and, I guess, start a channel and upload it all and just see if they do that. But I mean, just finishing the data, Burmes, you want to rant about this because the Infowars was a channel that was mainly your videos, and you had millions of views just in the last few months.
Yeah, I mean, the video I posted today, I only posted it because it had over 6,000 views in a day. And I was like, wow, this is just up. It's 6,000. It's a minute and a half. It's just me talking. How could this possibly be copyright infringement?
Erased.
Yeah, gone. And I set up my own little MySpace for the show. And one of the things that's featured on my MySpace are the better interviews on YouTube, Naomi,
all gone.
Patrice O'Neill, Bill.
Not allowed to talk to them.
Yeah, not allowed to talk to them. I am so upset, Jones. I can't even tell you. And I had to sit there and listen to Douglas, Jason Douglas, who's a producer here at Infowars, be on the phone with YouTube and Google for over an hour and they wouldn't tell him anything. Can I get a name of a supervisor? No, I don't have to provide you with.
Well, here's the other deal. We've been talking to YouTube. They admit that these aren't even real companies. It turns out Pittsburgh Post-Gazette didn't do it. Michael Reagan's saying he didn't do it. The company didn't do it, Radio America. It turns out none of this is real. and they just don't care. I mean, it can be a video of just my voice and an image of me, my photo. No, not allowed. Alex Jones is not allowed, and so that's why you got capped in the process, because folks were using that as a backup channel. But again, we're not allowed to sell this for $50,000. I mean, I literally, Mike Nelson said, let's put it up on eBay, because I'm like, I don't think we can build the new TV studio.
You know what we should do with it, Jones?
Yeah.
With the Infowars money bomb, the person who gives the most money gets it. And that way it's totally anonymous, and there's no bidding procedure, and then at the end of the day, we find out who gave the most. And
well, I mean, let me break this down for people so they understand. Okay, when I keep getting emails saying, why don't you just put your videos out? I got 2 sales guys. We are a small operation here, and they can't generate the type of revenue it takes to pay for that. We have 2 CDNs that cost over $20,000 a month just for PrisonPlanet.tv members. And we do put out a free, my emergency alert on the swine flu, my part 2 on how it was a hoax. Those both had over 20,000 downloads apiece in just a few days. And until we, took them off the front page. And that's thousands of dollars apiece, even with pretty cheap bandwidth we're getting. We get, 75 terabytes for 15,000, is it? On one CDN. 75 terabytes. 75 terabytes, a month just on one of our CDNs. And, then we have another smaller one. So we're at over 100 terabytes a month. That's how big we are. But the point is, not that much capital comes in to pay for all that. So I'm on air having to pitch this, pitch that, and it's all stuff I believe in. I turn down. You've seen it. The majority of sponsors people bring to me or they contact us saying, no, 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 and I have to do research on each one. And the sales guys are like, darn it, you don't let us take anything, even though they're moral guys. I really hold it to a higher standard. There's network ads that are separate. I can't vouch for those. I'm sure they're great. I just the stuff you hear me endorsing, I have attempted to vet, and I believe in. And so again, it's this fantasy land of literally $50,000 would pay for maybe 30, 40 viral videos for me to put out. Mm-hmm. Now, I can put out 30, 40 viral videos in a week on YouTube, with people posting them, and then we link to them and get them going and get the ball rolling, and then they go viral, and it doesn't cost me a dime. So, see, we can't continue to do what we do with this. And so these guys email us, they call the office, we get death threats, and they say, listen, MFers, you're never going to sell that bullhorn. You're never going to get money for it. And they sat there, and eBay told us, they said, look, we have criminal procedures for people doing this. They didn't care. They had fake accounts, fake credit cards. They bragged who they were on their own websites. And it turns out it's just anything fraud-driven. It's like Madoff. It's a culture of criminals where they can do whatever they want and operate however they want. But I want folks to know they're not going to stop us from what we're doing. So I say to everybody, please post this on YouTube, create separate accounts and post it, get it out to everybody, or create your own videos about what I'm saying and what I'm doing here today as we talk to folks, because we can't let them do this.